Hi, David Sable here. Getting a lot of incomings about the recent executive order from the president on making IVF more accessible and affordable. Couple thoughts. First, let's take it on face value. President of the United States signed something that says we want more IVF, we want it affordable and accessible. I'll take it. That's a win. To politics aside, I think that's a positive thing for patients. Now, working against that, let's be honest. The issue here is not so much making it accessible, affordable by itself. It's the aggregate capacity we have in this country to do IVF. If we manage to wave a magic wand tomorrow, make IVF available to everyone for free, we're not going to see a big jump up in the number of cycles that we do and the number of patients that we see, only because our labs are operating pretty much at capacity, as are our doctors and our scientists. They do fabulous work, and the existing infrastructure is outstanding, pretty much the best in the world. But it's going to take a long time before we expand the number of patients that we can see drastically, whether or not we address it from the affordability side. Secondly, let's look at the political aspects of it. Now, again, not to take a side either way, but something like this has both costs and benefits that come from it. There is going to be more of a call for regulation of the industry. Now, I'm not one of those people that thinks this is the Wild West and we are an unregulated industry. It's far from the truth. But there are more reasonable parts of regulation that wouldn't be too bad. For example, there should be mandatory reporting of any case where the wrong embryo goes into a patient. That should be a never event. There should be a mandatory reporting of any unexpected loss within the laboratory or infrastructure of a large number of the embryos. That doesn't mean that there should be any say on the political side for how IVF is performed. We've worked for 40 plus years at getting this procedure as good as it is, getting the pregnancy rates where they are. We still have a long way to go. There's a large political contingent that's very loud and wants to be heard, the same people that are passing these executive orders to, for example, change the way we look at embryos. We have to be very careful that anything offered up to improve access and improve affordability doesn't come with strings attached that end up in aggregate hurting our ability to try to help people get pregnant. Anyway, overall, it's a good step. The government says IVF accessibility and IVF affordability is an important thing. Let's take that as a win. Let's go in with our eyes open. It'll take a while before this comes into effect, and let's make sure that we don't give away so much that we've worked so hard for 45 years to attain. Anyway, David Sable, gynecologist, philosopher, more to come later.